We sell 100 energy credits, buy way over 1,000. Sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and buy. And now we're at 7,800 energy credits. The economy in this game is now ruined. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're playing Stellaris. Once again, it's a perfectly balanced 4X-based game, and heck, it was even recently covered by RT Game. Although sadly, he didn't use any of the exploits I've used in previous videos. Although probably for good reason. Because all of them have been patched. Oh, the absolute sadness. Well, what a shame. If only there were more exploits in this game. But wait, there's more! It turns out the developers have done it again. In the latest very small update, players have discovered something very unique. The ability to trade untradeable resources and gain infinite gold. One of my very own Discord moderators sent me a message saying, load up Stellaris and try and buy money. And you know what? You can. You can buy money using money, and guess what it gives you? Infinite money. I love infinite money exploits, and so we're going to be using it today in Stellaris, and I'm going to be showing to you, the lovely ladies and gentlemen at home, how to completely destroy all multiplayer games you might be playing in for fantastic profit. You're going to be absolutely unstoppable and infinitely rich. And when used in the right scenarios with the right empires, you're going to absolutely decimate every single game you play in. So without further ado, I think it's time we jump into this game, so make sure you sat back, relax, you have a nice warm cup of tea, and hey, if you're feeling extra fantastic, you might even like the video. My goodness. Now, Stellaris is a fantastic 4X game, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to be creating a brand new empire. An empire so powerful it quite simply can't be stopped. Now, which one of these species just screams I love gold? You know what, I've got the perfect species. Look at this massive giant potato creature we have in front of us. This is what several hundred years of evolution have now done to the common potato. The common potato, of course, led a uprising against humanity in the latter half of 2020, which historians would go on to say was quite possibly one of the worst things to happen that year. And after the potato uprising, do you know what the potatoes called themselves? Lo and behold, ladies and gentlemen, it's the Irish too. And in terms of traits, what are our potatoes going to be? Well, naturally, they have to be good food producers because they're potatoes. But equally, potatoes are famously intelligent, and they are, to be fair, very rapid breeders. I'm going to add an unruly though, because that's a trait which literally adds nothing to an empire. Trust me, it's basically just free. And we can also add in wasteful, because that's another free trait, because when paired with this exploit, you're going to have a lot of consumer goods. Alright, let's make the potatoes natural engineers as well. Okay, so we've created the perfect potato. It's going to be intelligent, rapidly breeding, but unruly, wasteful, and also a slow learner. But on the plus side, potatoes trade for fantastic amounts of profit. Just look at them, they're amazing. So with our potato created, it's time for us to place the potatoes on the one planet which makes sense, the Sol system. That's right, we're going to be starting in our very own solar system, set several hundred years in the future, on Earth, or as it is now referred to, Potato Prime, which orbits the mighty glowing spud. Oh wait, now the homeworld doesn't actually make much sense, however, because we're going to be doing something very unique. We're not going to go for a very classical start. In fact, we're going to do something very different indeed. We're going to start with Void Dwellers. This is very important because Void Dwellers have some glorious bonuses. Oh, but we can actually put them in Void Dwellers Sol apparently. Lovely stuff. Void Dwellers are going to be great because they have a couple of issues, but their economy is absolutely balked and they're completely and utterly overpowered, especially when you make them corporate. So we're going to have a fanatically xenophile, egalitarian trade empire, which is going to be entirely focused on making a lot of money. We're going to pick up private prospectors to decrease empire sprawl from systems, because that's lovely, and then we'll also pick up free traders. Lovely stuff indeed. And of course, our empire will be called the Great Sprawling Spud, a spud which continues to grow and expand, never stopping, never changing, always growing. Now, who is our king going to be? The king of the Irish too? Well, it's going to be none other than the future evolution of all of YouTube, which is going to be RT Kevin. This is what the future holds, and I for one personally think it's glorious. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to actually put ourselves onto an Iron Man game so that we're eligible for achievements, because I want to show off that this is actually going to be a perfectly fair game. I've cranked down tech and tradition costs, but this affects both myself and the AI, so we're going to all have this bonus. Basically just makes the game a little bit faster, and you know what, everything looks great. I could really crank up the difficulty if I wanted, but there's absolutely no need. I just want to have everything set to default so that we can have a fun little game. Welcome to the Great Sprawling Spud. It's time to begin. Oh wait, what starting system is this? This is Earth/Potato Prime here, is it? What on earth is... I mean, I love the habitat we have going on here. This looks incredible. And I guess this floating planet underneath us was Earth, but I'm pretty sure I said I wanted to start in this Sol system, and I've got to be honest, last time I checked, there weren't two great glowing spuds outside of my window. I guess I could be wrong. Anyway, it's time for us to get our empire set up, get quantum theory going, get biodiversity studies going, gain the ability to build advanced habitats. Oh. We are lucky sausages, aren't we? Now, this is going to take us ages to actually research, but it is important because we need this bad boy to get technology going. Although to actually make it faster, we're going to first research nanomechanics and then research that. Right, now to get our empire up and running, how do we start min-maxing this thing to success? Well, firstly, in the policies, switch trade policy to marketplace of ideas. We want to get some of that unity going. Then we can switch our economy entirely to civilian if we wanted, although we can keep it up mixed for a while. Now, annoyingly, part of the latest update has removed our ability to just force feed our population to get them to grow faster, so our pop growth speed is going to be a bit slower than previous games, although fear not, we're still going to grow. Right, now, our factory station here does need some work. It's not the best. In fact, it's quite small really, only 4 districts, and they even have space for a building, although we can't actually build anything here as we don't have minerals, and we get minerals really slowly. So how are we going to have to work around this bad boy? Well, it turns out, ladies and gentlemen, it's rather simple. You see, when we go to the marketplace here, we can buy and sell goods. Of course, there's a market fee of 30% in place, which makes the trading of goods not necessarily very profitable, but say we could sell all of our minerals here for 70 gold. So let's do that. Oh, now we have 170 gold, and we can buy back our minerals for 130. This is basically a loss. We've just wasted 60 gold on that, and we've gone right back to where we started. So how are we going to generate infinite money? Well, what if we started trading energy credits? Oh, this resource is not tradable. Oh, game. That's a shame. Now, as of the latest update, the game added in shortcuts so that say you're running low on minerals, you can click here and go straight to the mineral screen and buy yourself some minerals. The only issue is energy credits, as you can see here, a resource which is not tradable, can also be clicked on. And now we are in the tradable screen for energy credits. But remember, energy credits, they can't be traded, and so the game has not actually got an economy built for them. You see, energy credits are completely and utterly broken. If I wanted to sell energy credits here, apparently I'd be selling minus 100 energy credits, and I would be selling them for 1,456. But of course, as all resources are paid for by energy credits when you sell them, I gain energy credits back. Basically, it's like selling money for money. Imagine going to a shop to sell them some apples. You of course give them 1 apple, they give you £10, and then you sell them the £10, but of course they can only buy from you using the gold they have. They give you gold for that gold. This is a bit of an issue in Stellaris because this means I'm selling energy credits for energy credits. So I sell 100 energy credits, and apparently I'm at 0 energy credits, which is fantastic. Although I'm not actually at 0 energy credits, because as you can see, I'm able to buy energy credits here. So I'm going to buy 100 energy credits, and now I have 2.6 thousand energy credits. You might be a smidge confused as to what's happened here, ladies and gentlemen, because basically all of this is broken. We sell 100 energy credits, buy way over 1,000, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and buy. And now we're at 7,800 energy credits. The economy in this game is now ruined. And you can actually just repeat this indefinitely. There is no way to stop it in a multiplayer game, and we can just keep doing this until we gain infinite wealth. It's a silly system, but it's meant we now have 8,600 energy credits. What do we do with those 8,600 energy credits, you ask? Well, we can buy ourselves some food, let's say, so our population is now not hungry. We can also buy, say, 1,000 minerals or 250 alloys. With those 1,000 minerals, we can immediately upgrade this planet, and we can also upgrade the next one. We might as well. We've got the spare minerals lying around. We can build another astro mining bay. And it would seem this population is upset due to a lack of amenities. Well, don't worry. We can quite simply buy a bunch of consumer goods with all of our extra gold, hop into decisions, and bam, distribute luxury goods. Same for this planet over here. There we go. Now we've just increased the amenities production on the planet, and everyone's a bit more happy. Then back on our primary planet, we can do the same, distribute amenities, and also if we have some spare minerals, we can build another science lab, which is of course exactly what we want to do because science is incredible in this game. Now, when it comes to building habitats, we can do it right off of the bat. Habitats require 1,300 alloys and 150 influence. Influence isn't too hard to come by, it slowly ticks up, and once we get factions, we can gain it even faster. Oh my goodness, we've discovered a new alien system. Oh good god, this is one hell of an alien system. Wow, okay, right, we're just going to ignore this system. My god, what a mess. What is going on in here? It's like a million gas clouds. I love it. Anyway, we need to adopt a new policy, and naturally we're going to go for expansion, just so that we can get our pop growing even faster. And you know what? But on our factory station, I'm even going to build another factory. That's how nice I am. More civilian goods. Oh, I'm so generous. Anyway, back to trading energy for energy. We're going to once again sell energy to buy energy, sell and buy, just so that we can keep our energy stocks nice and high. I'll see you in a couple of minutes once I've hit the energy cap of 50,000. So the reason this is actually working is because it's technically causing some kind of complicated underflow error in the game. As you can see, we're basically trading in minuses, and actually on the sell side we're trading in plus minuses. On the buy side we're trading in double minuses, which is very complicated. Basically we lose energy credits to gain minus 100 energy credits, but the mathematics on that doesn't actually work out. It's just a really complicated situation which doesn't actually make much sense, but it's absolutely fantastic nonetheless. And if you look at what we've done, even though our energy credits have gone up by almost 50,000, according to the trade tab, we've only sold 6,900 energy and we've only bought 6,800 energy. Well, this kind of says otherwise. We now have 50,000. The game has no way of processing this, and equally it has no way of stopping this. And it's for that same reason I'm about to buy 2,500 alloys, completely destroy the alloy market, and now, ladies and gentlemen, after 41 influences time, we can build a second habitat, and we're only 4 months into the game. This, as you can guess, is a bit of an issue. Oh, and some caravaneers have rocked up. Lovely stuff. This is great for us because caravaneers can sell us random stuff, and in return we get a bunch of bonuses, and seeing as they only take gold, that's fantastic news for us because we only have a bunch of gold. So hello there, the Numismatic Order. I'll buy your random numismatic visualization box. I've no idea what it is. Oh, and some more caravaneers have rocked up. What can you offer us, friends? A caravan destroyer for 200 minerals. Sure, I'll take a destroyer. Lovely. But that's just doubled our fleet size. I mean, our fleets are still tiny, but still. And there we go. We can also adopt the new tradition of new life, and that's going to allow our pop to grow even faster, which is necessary because we want to get as much pop growth going as possible to help with our colonization effort. Now, the game has tried its best. It really has to nerf us, although it's just not actually going to work. You see, they made all of the habitats a little bit smaller. Oh, what a shame. Limited to only 4 districts on this habitat. Well, yeah, we're going to be able to bypass that very quickly, aren't we? We're now going to start researching the advanced habitat. It's only going to take us 94 months, and this is great news for us. Now, naturally, you'll notice we're consuming way more goods than we actually have means for, but don't worry, we can just buy any resources we need. If you're losing food, just buy more food. You're losing minerals, buy more minerals. You need alloys to build the biggest fleet in the world, just simply buy and trade a bunch of energy credits back and forth. Anyway, it's time for the construction chip. You know what that means? It means we're going to build a fantastic habitat. So let's build a habitat above Xian Yang. Remember, we are only 1 year into the game and our first habitat is under construction. Oh, Stellaris, you tried your best to nerf the Merchant Trade Republic, but if anything, you just made it more powerful with this update. If anything, we could do with more storage so that we can keep these energy credits somewhere. That might be a good idea, actually. And there we go. With the expansion tradition completed, we've gained our first Ascension perk, which allows us to pick up Voidborn. This is going to allow us to improve the habitability of our habitats. Habitats owned by our empire now have 2 more building slots, and upgraded habitats can support advanced housing buildings. Basically, what they did was they nerfed habitats in this game, but also gave them a little bit of a buff so that they weren't useless. This means for us is they're broken again and we're just absolutely overpowered. So we've picked that up, and now all of our habitats can just have more buildings. Oh no, we're lacking minerals. Okay, let me just buy 5,000 minerals. Lovely. And then just use that to build a bunch of science labs. Great stuff. And what we can now pick up is also the discovery tradition, which is going to allow us to increase our research speed, which will hopefully give our empire even more of an edge against the AI. We're going to basically create one sprawling mega science conglomerate, which is hopefully going to be absolutely overpowered. Now, one of the great perks about everything we do is we can just recruit a bunch of scientists because we have infinite money, and then sell the ones we don't like the look of. And eventually you'll end up with a scientist like this, a scientist who's perfect for going out and exploring the universe. And what do you do with all of the other scientists who you no longer need? Well, quite simply, fire them. Rest in peace, they are gone. Now, in other fantastic news, we're actually almost ready to build yet another habitat, so we're going to need to actually build another construction chip so that we can get another habitat under construction. Or I suppose we could wait 33 months and build an advanced habitat. Ooh, that sounds lovely. Now of course, what else can you do with your infinite energy credits? Well, I've got some great news for you, ladies and gentlemen. You can go over to these lovely caravans here and buy yourself some caravan coins. We can buy 26,000 caravan coins for just 8,000 energy, but we can buy even more. And even more, there we go, we've bought a bunch of caravan coins now. We have 78,000 caravan coins. Incredible. And with those, we can now open up reliquaries. These can be anything from absolute garbage, but basically they're space loot boxes. So let's buy one. We've gained Ancient Trade Route, which has increased the trade value of our capital system by 10%, which is just something we effectively gain for free. Or we can also pull the lever, spend 2,000 caravan coins and we got nothing. Okay, Lovely. And there we go. We've researched gene clinics, which we can now pop down on every single one of our stations. These bad boys will increase pop growth speed even faster. An extra 10% is absolutely fantastic. Trust me, it all adds up in the end, and it's going to make us very, very profitable. Oh yes, we picked up new mystic visualization. Ah, that was what we gained. It's basically just an edict, which allows you to research a little bit faster, but only statecraft. It's not the best, considering it costs 180 influence. Later on in the game, it's quite good. Anyway, what we can do is we can spend some of our infinite energy credits to, I don't know, get the education campaign going. Anyway, in 3 months' time, we'll have our advanced habitats. Oh, and one of our habitats has been completed. Lovely. Right, let's colonize it. We can send over a private colony ship as well. And there we go, our advanced habitat is done. This now allows us to upgrade our existing habitats for 1,000 alloys, although it will take a while. And from here on out, I'm pretty sure it allows us to build upgraded habitats, or we have to upgrade them. I'm not sure, one of the two. Anyway, we need to get some science habitats up and running. And for that to happen, I think we need to colonize this gas giant system next door to us. So we're going to spend some of our alloys on upgrading all of our existing habitats, making them even more jazzy. This would cost a lot of money in the game, but don't worry, we have infinite quantities of it, so everything is fine. And once again, we can spend 33,000 energy credits buying 2,500 alloys. And of course, as soon as we buy it, the price of alloys actually crashes because the AI is either panic selling alloys or something along those lines. But basically, we're turning a huge amount of profit and gaining infinite quantities of resources. Anyway, there we go. We've colonized the space whale lands, and you know what that means. It's time to start building some habitats around these planets. Not really sure how happy they're going to be about it, but they'll probably be fine with it. And there we go. 8 years into the game, we've also finished up the discovery tradition, allowing us to pick up yet another ascension perk. And you know what? I think we do have to go for technological ascendancy. It's just such a great little bonus. That increased research speed and also the more rare techs, oh, they're just absolutely majestic. Oh, and we can now also build habitat worlds, which are even bigger. What are these? Newer, more efficient designs. Okay, this is 10,000 energy research. It's going to take 107 months apparently. Okay, that's not too bad. We can get that. And our brand new station is up and running. Lovely. With an entire 2 people living on it. Right, let's give them some jobs. You're going to be mining, my friends. Well, actually, why have we got people mining? We don't actually need people mining. We only need people researching, because we don't need minerals at all. We only need research. Maybe I need to switch up my economy plan. Oh, definitely I do. I want more research vessels. I want them everywhere. Anyway, this new habitat, it's good, but it needs to be upgraded. So let's buy some more lovely alloys. Oh, that's a lot of alloys I just bought. Okay, let's upgrade our brand new station. And now that we've actually done discovery, we can also start picking up even more things like harmony. There we go. This will help our pops live in harmony a bit better, which is also another great way of increasing pop output, as well as also the amount of influence we have. And influence is incredible because we need influence to effectively expand our glorious empire. Oh, you know what? We can also get another habitat under construction in this lovely brand new system. All right, let's build one more. Hopefully these whales are going to be fine with us building all of these habitats. Just in case they're not, I'm actually going to start building up a fleet. Oh, and our factions have now been founded. Lovely stuff. This is brilliant for us because factions are a great way of generating extra influence, which is exactly what they're doing for us. So we're now gaining 4.6 influence per month instead of just 3. What this actually means in practice is we're going to be gaining a habitat a lot faster. There we go. Our habitat's being complete as well, so we can send over our brand new private colony ship. Lovely stuff. These only cost 500 energy, which is absolutely brilliant, and also it's around a science system. What that actually means is we can build more fantastic science districts on our habitats, and science districts on habitats, they're very bloody powerful. Now this is very good. The living state basically increases our faction influence gain by 1, basically catapulting our influence up into much higher numbers. And with higher numbers, that means we can have more habitats going. More habitats means more population, which means more resources, which means more science, which means more everything. We can have the biggest fleets at the moment, and we are by far the strongest force in the galaxy. Even if we were attacked by a fallen empire at this point, we can technically, with enough pausing and microing, destroy them. We'd basically need to build infinite quantities of ships to go over our fleet cap, but with enough, we'd be able to do it. Anyway, it's time for us to once again build another habitat, and you know what that means. It's time to trade some energy credits. So we sell our energy credits, buy some alloys, and then Mr. Construction Ship, who's not building a habitat, hello there friend, you're going to build yet another habitat in this fantastical system of science. Oh, this is glorious, it really is. There we go. Now our influence gain has risen even higher. We're now gaining 5.18 influence per month from our factions. This effectively allows us to build almost twice as fast as previously in terms of habitats, which is absolutely brilliant. Now even though it might look like our empire's in a death spiral, given the fact that we're losing literally everything, the statistic to look at is the fact that we're gaining 300 science per turn. This is lovely, this is fantastic, and this is absolutely stupid considering where we are in the game. Oh, and fantastic news, our newly founded colony has been colonized. we have a brand new science station up and running. Naturally, in your science stations, you want to immediately build a gene clinic and then just fill the bloody thing with science districts. There we go. That'll get our science up and running. Oh, fantastic. We've unlocked Habitat World. These are some fantastic and brilliant statistics for us, as I'm pretty sure this allows us to upgrade our habitat from size 6 to now size 8. Oh my goodness, for 1,500 resources, this is 100% worth it. Let's go to our market and buy some more alloys, ladies and gentlemen. But first, energy credits. So with those extra energy credits, we're going to upgrade our capital to a size 8 habitat, and another one of our habitats is complete, so we can send over our colony ship, and there we go. 15 years into the game, we've got 5 habitats up and running, we've got another one being built, and you know what, we're actually just about ready to start construction of our 7th habitat, I do believe. We just need a little bit more influence, and then I need to buy myself just a few extra alloys. There we go, that should do lovely. And then, Mr. Construction Chip, would you like to build the final space habitat in this absolutely glorious system, just full of science? Just science waiting to be harvested. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, we've got some unspent civic points as well, which we can spend on reforming our empire. This is very useful because it allows us to pick up PR specialists, which just increases our diplomatic weight in a very glorious way, basically meaning we can have control over the Galactic Council when it eventually forms. Oh, and we've made interactions with a curator order. This is lovely. Curator orders are brilliant because they're effectively free science. We can go over to these guys here and say, hello, can you aid us in our research? Here, take 1,000 and give us plus 10% research. Ah, lovely. No longer will we be making 350 free science. It's 365, and just for some extra gold. You do have to love infinite money. It's just absolutely fantastic. The thing is, you don't even have to pause your game to do this exploit. You can straight up do it whilst a multiplayer game is going on at fastest speed and still just make stupid amounts of money. There we go. It just absolutely works. Ah, this game, what have they done to you? I'm wrong, we're actually building habitat number 8 at the moment. Oh, this is stupid. This is absolutely stupid. Oh, what's this? Oh, we found primitives. Oh, primitives, yes! They've built stone palaces and primitive dwellings. What are these people? They're a civilization currently in the Iron Age. I love it. We need to definitely occupy their space. There's another research station up and running. These are brilliant. I don't know why they want to be factory stations, though. You silly sausages. You are research stations. This increases the research output of the planet. Come on, you guys. Give me some lovely research. And there we go. We've also just finished off Harmony, which allows us to pick up yet another Unity ambition. I think it's time we go for Engineered Evolution. This is absolutely fantastic. Engineered Evolution is great for us, mostly because it allows us to modify the heck out of our species, creating effectively the most efficient race possible. We can literally create a template of these boys who are just perfect for science, or we could just remove all of their bad perks. And so there we go. We're now applying a brand new type of the Irish population to Earth Potato Prime. It's a bit of an interesting move, I've got to be honest, but effectively we're making our capital city even better at doing the science. Oh my goodness, and there we have it. Yet another habitat is completed, so let's send over the colony ship again. Lovely stuff. We keep surveying new systems. We can build yet another habitat, but I'd actually like to branch out and get this next system under our control. More systems under our control is more good. But my goodness, this is absolutely stupid and broken. We have got so much money, so much power, and so much research. We're 20 years into the game and we're approaching 500 research output, which is absolutely stupid. Oh, we've met our first friends, who are xenophobes, but hey, we're both egalitarians. Pleasure to meet you. You're a bit wary of us, mostly because you have pathetic technology in comparison to us. That's actually the first time I've ever encountered an alien civilization and they've immediately been pathetic technology. Oh goodness, this is a great sign. Right, let's get a star hold up and running and discover some proton launchers. Oh, we've also discovered yet another civilization as well. These guys are also xenophobes. Well, that's all fine. How are they? Oh, they're only inferior science to us. Ooh, exciting. This makes it more of a competition, I see. Anyway, it doesn't matter that they have larger fleets because we can quite simply build better fleets. And there we go. Our species has been enhanced, so now our engineering research is about to yeet itself up into space. We've researched more systems. There's an election going on where... Sorry, what? Rule election is in process. Please vote for the candidate. Okay, right. Well, this is a bit of a strange election because you have a choice of voting for this guy here, this lovely potato who's really good at importing and exporting, but doesn't actually have... There's no other options. It's just this person. I could elect him or I can abstain. Oh my goodness, what a surprise. He was elected. Who could have seen that coming. The only candidate for the race is the winner. Well done. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, I absolutely love that. And of course, now we need to pick yet another tradition. Well, we're going to have to go for, of course, well, I think it seems only fair that we go for something silly like prosperity. There we go. After all, we are probably the most prosperous empire, which is a bit interesting considering the fact that we control only 3 systems, whereas our enemies control 20 or something. But it doesn't matter because we've basically won. Oh yes, this is perfect. We can now build clone vats. Is increased pop growth speed by 33%. We are going to absolutely take over the universe with these bad boys. This just allows your pop to explode at crazy speeds. Also, say hello to our brand new capital orbital habitat. This bad boy has a lot of space, 8 entire districts, and well, guess what? We're going to fill them all up with even more research. And there's yet another habitat completed, so let's send over the colony ships. Oh, and of course our research station can also have a clone vat built. Clone vats are brilliant because they don't actually even take up a job. It's just a single building which increases pop growth speed by 33% on that planet, which is just brilliant. I mean, why actually grow a population and feed them when you can just duplicate them from each other? Oh yes, and our new colony is up and running. Yet another habitat which wants to apparently be a factory. No, you are a research station, you silly potato. And because of that, you're going to need a set of clone vats, and then you're also going to need a gene clinic, and there we go. Pop growth speed is now going to be up at 40%. And then of course we can add on our own trait, our species trait of rapid breeders, because these are potatoes, ladies and gentlemen. That's another plus 10% we're adding on. And you know, we can get yet another habitat up and running. We have the spare alloys for it, so we might as well. Let's get the Alamac 1 up and going. We've also got spare space, so I suppose we could build, I don't know, bureaucratic administrative office. Why not? Oh, we can now research cruisers. That's great. Antimatter reactors. Oh, this is all lovely. These are some fantastic bonuses. Oh, and of course, when it comes to keeping your population in check, make sure to always build one of these bad boys, a deep space black site. These guys are fantastic. Basically, they increase the governing ethics attraction of all of the planets in the system, or in our case, all of the habitats in the system, and basically the government are going to be nerve stemming the population to always agree with their policies. This is absolutely brilliant for us because it basically means more influence. After all, they believe what we're doing is the right thing. And it is the right thing. We're winning the game, goddammit. And not just in a slow way, in a super jazzy, fantastical, speedy way. But now in our glorious capital system, look at that. Our pops grow at 5 speed per month. This is absolutely ridiculous and I love it. No longer are we slowed down by the boring constraints of being a void dweller. Anyway, let's try and upgrade some of these habitats so that we can increase our resource production. And for that, we need more alloys. You know how the system works. Alright, let's upgrade that mining station, give it more space. Oh, and we can also give it some more amenities so the population is happy. Oh, the caravans are going to apparently give us some relics for alloys, but we don't actually have any alloys. Oh, what a shame. Except we can just buy alloys. But how many do you want? 300? Okay, bam, bam, bam. There we go. Deal. Lovely stuff. And with that, we can then hop on down to traditions and relics and do whatever we want. We can do a performance competition, celebrate diversity, or sell to a private collector. Well, that's not really worth it. Precursor insight, however, now that is good. And we can also create penal colonies now. Oh, I love it. Soon we can create an alternate history where the Irish created Australia. God, imagine that. Now, the game is technically going to class us as having a weak economy for the sole reason that we don't actually have an economy. Our entire economy is science. We're gaining 600 science per turn, and we're kind of blitzing our way down the research tree at a very alarming rate. So we don't actually have an economy for our planets. Oh no, apparently we've got a new species of Bavarian and Irish, the potatoes of crossbred. Okay, how? It's half the Irish. Okay. Void dwelling, rapid breeding, strong. Okay, brilliant. It's 50% potato, 50% bird creature. It's a flying potato, basically, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yes, the galactic community is being created. This is fantastic. Let us join the community. This is going to allow us to meet a bunch of new friends. Friends! And we're immediately in the galactic community and we're the most powerful. Brilliant. Let us propose a resolution. I say, okay, diplomatic weight from technology is going to be increased. Oh, I love the sound of this. All right, we're going to propose cooperative research channels, not because it's going to actually increase our tech, but it's going to give us more diplomatic power because we are ahead of time on tech. Especially, we can also assign all of our envoys here, and this will increase our diplomatic standing by 10%, allowing us to go from 1,000 diplomatic power to hopefully a little bit more. There we go, 1,500. And now we're going to force through this, which will give us even more diplomatic power. Basically, we're going to become the strongest diplomatic force in the galaxy, where whatever we say is going to have to happen, whether people like it or not. And sometime later, we're about to build yet another habitat over yet another glorious system. As our empire grows at a glorious rate, we are by far the strongest researching body in the galaxy, the most powerful body in the galaxy, mostly because we have a tiny fleet. But if we wanted, we could have the biggest fleet in the known universe. We can attach destroyers, we can attach cruisers now even. Oh, look at these bad boys. These look lovely, don't they? Everything in the galaxy is terrified of us, and the things that aren't terrified of us are too stupid to be scared of a potato. But really, this is just future proof that the potatoes will one day take over just about everything we know and love. They are powerful, they are scary, and they will destroy us all. And guess what? We have no way of stopping them. So let it be known that I, for one, welcome our brand new potato overlords. I think they're brilliant, personally. And so please remember to kill me last when the potato uprisings happen. Thank you very much, you lovely, generous overlords. Oh, and this is it, ladies and gentlemen. We've finally done it. 1,000 science per month. It's not even 30 years into the game. I do believe this is the fastest I've ever personally pulled it off. And it is, of course, brilliant. It's stupidly brilliant. We're able to research text at a terrifying rate of speed, and the entire galaxy is going to be ours. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you destroy this absolutely perfectly balanced game. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, then feel free to give the video a like, and do consider commenting about what you'd like to see me break next. If you're new here, do consider subscribing, because I have some very strange videos on the way, including, hopefully, a very early access look at the new Civilization 6 DLC, which the developers assure me will have no exploits whatsoever. I'm sure they're right. As always, a massive thank you to each and every one of my majestic patrons who make all of these videos all the more possible. Seriously, without your help, going through this very strange month where YouTube has basically decided to pay all of us nothing, it's been really useful, so thank you very much. And I've got some interesting things on the horizon for you patrons, so keep your eyes peeled on it. And also for you channel members as well, which, by the way, apparently YouTube's having a free month of channel members, so if you want to become a channel member and have the ability to spam emotes and also appear in the comment section with a shiny badge, then guess what? You can do it for free this month. Anyway, I'll see each and every one of you in the next one. Have an absolutely lovely day, and goodbye for now.